Hey, what's up YouTube? This is armymember91 here, and doing a DVD review requested by armymember91, and it is of the Best of Raw 15th anniversary. Okay, on the cover we have some of Raw's biggest superstars ever. We have John Cena, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Bret Hart, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, and the legendary Undertaker. Well, all these guys are legendary, but Undertaker's my favourite wrestler of all time, so... Alright, bonus disc you get with this is the first ever episode of Raw. Only seen this once, nothing special, but, you know, I'll probably will watch it again. It's something historic, ain't it? Here is, because in the American version of this, they have it all, in separate cases. This one it's all together in a 3 disc set. So, here's the cover with the first DVD, which would have it in America, DVD 1. 1993 to 1997, Shawn Michaels, War is War. Number 2, of course, during the Attitude Era, 1998 to 2002, Stone Cold and The Rock, the two stars of that era, I would say. And 2003 to 2008, John Cena, who was probably one of the main men of that era, along with Triple H and probably Evolution. And here are our 3 discs. Right. A lot of things in this DVD. I'm not going to go through everything, I'm not going to talk about everything, because some of these things on here aren't anything amazing, but I'll go through some of the main bits. So, DVD 1, Raw begins, Mr. Perfect versus Ric Flair, in a loser leaves WWE match. That was a pretty good match. We saw a few bits of it. I think it was, I forgot who was bleeding, I think one of them was bleeding, but Mr. Perfect would beat Ric Flair, and I think Flair would go to WCW after this, I think. Parking lot brawl between, Mr. Perfect and Shawn Michaels. This was when Howard Finkel's car got damaged. Razor Ramon versus The Kid. This was one of the biggest upsets in WWE history when The Kid won. Shawn Michaels versus Mighty Jannetty for the Intercontinental Championship. Mighty Jannetty would win that title that night. Good match. Gorilla Monsoon fires Bobby the Brain Heenan. This was quite funny, where he chucked Bobby out of the whole Raw area, and he just threw him outside and then threw Bobby's bag, toilet roll and everything was everywhere. It's really funny. Bret Hitman Hart versus 1-2-3 Kid for the WWE title. A very, very good match. Very technical. Probably one of the best matches I've actually seen on Raw. Great matchup. Even the matchup would Bret would win. Well, sort of not. The ref would let him win. But you notice the 1-2-3 Kid was on the rope, his leg was on the rope, and then Bret made it restart, and then Bret would win in the end. But a very good match. The search for the Undertaker, really stupid promo. Undertaker guy missing. King's Court with William Shatner. Shanter, sorry, with Jerry Lawler. This was good. I enjoy this segment. Shawn Michaels versus Owen Hart. Of course, rest in peace to Owen Hart. This was a matchup where quite a big fix here was when Shawn Michaels faked an injury during the matchup, kind of collapsed in the ring. So yeah, it's pretty cool. At first, you will think it's real. I mean, I always thought it was real until I read it in the Shawn Michaels book. That it actually was planned. So, Vader attacks WWE President Gorilla Monsoon. This was probably the first ever biggest attack on a staff member of WWE, like a president of it. So like attacking Mr. McMahon. This was like a first ever type thing. So that's quite big. A touch of Goldust. Forgot who it was. He got knocked out and Goldust caved in. The kiss of life or whatever. Pretty weird. Pillman's got a gun. Got rest in peace to Brian Pillman. This was kind of just turned into the Attitude Era, where Stone Cold Steve Austin went to Pillman's house, attacked him. But Pillman had a gun, and then the USA Network wasn't comfortable showing it. So you didn't see the bit when the gun was in action, but no one got shot, luckily. Mankind versus Undertaker no holds barred match. Pretty good no holds barred match. You know, still steps, chair, and a bit of the announce table was used. Pretty good match. Shawn loses his smile. This is when Shawn vacant the WWE title because of his injury. The Ninth Wonder of the World, China. Original ECW Invasion, just a little movie to show about it. Owen Hart vs British Bulldog for the WWE European Championship match. Of course, rest in peace to British Bulldog as well. Very, very good match. Probably one of the best matches I've also seen on Raw as well. Fantastic technical match right here. British Bulldog won. Bret speaks his mind. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, it was after a steel cage match. He lost and he just started swearing. He beat it out though. Flag match, United States versus Canada. United States tag team versus the Canadian team. I know it was the Hearts. I think it was Taker, Stone Cold, and Mick Foley. Stone Cold stuns the Boss, which is Mr. McMahon for the first time. Bret screwed Bret interview with Vince. Sable in a sack. Gold meets Walter and Christmas with DX. Disc 1, pretty good. I'll give it like 8 out of 10. You know, old school stuff. You know, good to see. Disc 2, the Attitude Era now. Tyson and Austin. This was then Tyson came to WWE, and he and Austin had a bit of a war. It's a really good segment. A DX special report saying they won't use bad language. Very funny. Dumpster diving. Cactus Jack. I forgot who was in there. But was it Terry Funk? I'm not sure if it was actually, but it's a cool moment. Formation of the new DX. X-Pac returns. This is of course not after WrestleMania 14 when Shawn that back injury. Stone Cold versus Mr. McMahon. Oh, this was rubbish. Dude Love ruined it. DX invades WCW. Picture right there. The tank. That's really cool. DX Nation. Take the mick out of the Nation of Domination. Triple H does a good impression of The Rock. Zamboni 316. I think Austin brings like a monster truck into the arena. The debut of Mr. Socko. Oh, this was when Mr. Man was in hospital, and Mick Foley came in, where Mankind with Mr. Socko, and then afterwards Austin, disguised as the Doctor, attacked Vince. Mr. McMahon's cement Corvette. This was funny. Austin poured cement in his Corvette. Mr. McMahon's Band 316, of course, the very famous segment. That's brilliant. Mankind wins the W title for the first time. That's really good when he beat The Rock. Stone Cold Beer Truck. Probably one of the most infamous segments in WWE history. It was brilliant. Monster Truck versus Town Car. That was Austin taking out Rock's car with a monster truck. Mean Street Pose versus the Stooges. I think this was Jerry Briscoe and Pat Patterson versus the Stooges. I actually forgot. I don't know who's who. I don't really know. Sorry. The Greater Power Revealed. Little movie of what's that happened. Forgot. Y2J. Of course, Chris Jericho's brilliant debut. The best debut I've ever seen. That was so great when he interrupted The Rock. I loved it. The Rock, This Is Your Life. The famous segment. The most highest rated segment in WWE history or Raw history. Brilliant. You've got to watch this, guys. One of the best bits on TV. Big Boss Man Sympathy. What happens in Vegas? They show Triple H and Stephanie get married. Jericho is not the new champion. That really sucked. Jericho beat H-Train Square and then had to reverse the decision because of El Hebner. That's really crap. I really didn't like that. Shane purchases WCW. Milkomania. Kurt Angle drove in a milk truck through milk on everyone from ECW and Steve Austin. Triple H returns after like a 9-month injury, and he took out Kurt Angle. Past meets present. Hulk Hogan and The Rock meet for the first time. They built up to their massive match WrestleMania 18 that year. And what does that say? Well, Unite Bischoff hugs Mr. McMahon. That's pretty much the end of the Attitude Era, where Raw was a complete change, and Bischoff and Mr. McMahon would get along, and Bischoff become the general manager of Raw. This too gets scored for me a 10 out of 10. It was brilliant. Not really much about the matches, but just the Attitude Era is brilliant. Here's my favourite disc though. The Rock concert. I love this. One of the best bits on the studio. I think The Rock did a great concert. Doing some really funny songs, taking Mick out of Stone Cold. Stone Cold would come in. Smash Rock's guitar signed by Willie Nelson. Brilliant segment. Kane unmasks. There's a nice picture of it there. Musical chairs with Eugene, where someone would get a title match that night. Y2J would win that. Don't know what title he wrestled for. I have no idea what happened, but it was a pretty cool segment. Evolution beats Randy Orton, where Evolution turned against Orton after he won the world title that night at SummerSlam. Became the youngest world champion ever. Are you ready for some wrestling? Mick Take, Shelton Benjamin and Trish Stratus, and then Trish in the towel. Shelton walked off after Vince was saying that racism was going on, and then Vince and Trish tried to make out because Trish had a broken nose. Funny segment though. I think it was a Mick Take out the Monday Night Football or something. Batista turns on Triple H. This was the contract signing. This was just before their match at Mania 21 was just about made. Yeah. Shawn Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels. Most underrated match in Raw history, I think. Probably one of the most underrated matches I've ever seen. Brilliant match, guys. Of course, the big super kick counter to Shelton springboard dive. It was just out of this world. It was brilliant. John Cena drafted #1 to Raw. That was a brilliant segment, and he was on the highlight reel with Chris Jericho, and then he beat up Christian, who came out. Edge Elite a wedding, which got disrupted by Kane. Shawn Michaels turns on Hulk Hogan, which will lead up to their big match at SummerSlam 05. Jericho is fired after losing a match against Cena in an I-5 match. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. Iron Man match, 30 minutes. Great match. Also on the Raw Homecoming DVD. brilliant match that is. Stone Cold stuns all the McMahons. Segment kind of lasted a little bit too long, and he stunned Vince first, then Shane, then Stephanie, and then the Linda bit just kind of got a bit boring until the end. He just stunned her. Lasted a bit too long, but it was really good, and that's also on the Raw Homecoming DVD. Eric Bischoff trial. This is when Eric Bischoff got fired. Edge and Lita last sex celebration. Very funny moment when you saw Edge had his top off, just in his boxers, and then Lita was in underwear. So quite a nice start on Lita. But John Cena, well, Ric Flair interrupted it, and then John Cena came out and saved the day pretty much. DX impressions. Shane and Mr. McMahon. And this is the best thing on this DVD. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. It is just probably the best thing I think WWE has done that made me laugh. It is so great, guys. It is brilliant. I mean, like, there's a quick picture of it now behind her. Disc 3 is just so funny. Oh, come on. Sorry about this. Disc kind of a bit hard to undo. Sorry. There it is. Oh, I just love it, guys. It's so funny. I love it. Sorry about that. I really love that moment. Edge wins the WWE title, which is in a triple threat match against Rob Van Dam and John Cena on Raw. Pretty good triple threat match. Edge versus Shawn Michaels street fight. One of their 2 street fights they've got. Pretty good street fight with like ladders and chairs. Pretty good stuff. As Shawn Michaels returns, just gave a beat down on Randy Orton. So overall, DX armymember91 and everyone else. This DVD is probably one of the best DVDs I think WWE have ever done. Disc 1, 8 out of 10. Disc 2 and Disc 3, 10 out of 10, but I slightly prefer Disc 3. Overall, you've got to get this DVD, guys. It's something everybody has got to get in their WWE collection. If you haven't got it, you've got to get it. Perfect way to start your collection and a perfect DVD to get in your collection. Got to get it, guys. Right, this is Jack 971 here.